I know, I'm late. You probably already know everything about this update already. I don't want to waste your time, so I'll quickly cover the update whilst showing you some things I found out that hopefully nobody else has found out, maybe, and given some tips to make this worthwhile. But still, I'll cover the update because it seems to be what I do now, so yeah, here we go. Enemies of the Deep is here. This update has added enemies in the deep and other things. So let's dive deep in the ocean and find out what's been updated. Epic abandoned containers have now been added, which look exactly the same as normal containers, but the loot is better. I looted 11 epic and normal containers and recorded the loot here. It's not the best of tests, but as you can see, the epic containers have a slightly higher quantity of loot, such as 40 gems instead of the usual 15 or 30 gems, and more coins as well. But what's interesting is that I thought these neon sharks right here would be the guardians of these epic containers, but no. You can actually still find these neon sharks swimming around aimlessly in the ocean. And by the way, I think their health has been increased. They're really hard to kill now. They're even faster too. But the new guardians of the epic containers are piranhas. Now, as you can see, these piranhas are almost the same size as you, making them notoriously hard to hit. However, unlike armoured sharks that cannot be killed by spears and you have to have an axe to kill them, you can actually kill a piranha with a spear and an axe, making spears that damage multiple monsters with one hit a really useful option when hunting piranhas because they're so hard to hit. So, how do you kill them if they're so hard to hit? Well, I've got some methods. So my first method would be to swim with the fishes. So if you don't have literal thousands chasing after you, and you only have like one or three piranhas chasing you, then you can just hop in the water. They may be fast and hard to hit, but they are dumb. No guarantee, but you can just sort of dive in and dodge their first attack, and they'll get confused and swim right around you. And if you manage to succeed that, then you can go first person and try to hit them as they swim by you. Don't try this, again, don't try this if you've got literal thousands following you. It's best to just try this if you've got one or two following you. However, there are some piranhas that don't swim in a straight line. There are some crazy ones out there that literally swim up and down in a zigzag motion, and they kind of break free from this whole trick. So it doesn't always work with all piranhas, just so you know. But it's kind of useful if you just got one or two stragglers following you. Method 2, beach them. So this is the best method, to be honest. This is just what I do. I crash the boat into the islands, and then I kill those that I beached. If they start to swim away, then you can just sort of hop into the water slightly, and they'll come rushing back to kill you, so you can kill them again. This is how I hunt them, to be honest. It's the most efficient way to hunt piranhas. So yeah, I highly recommend this one. And by the way, they still drop all the usual things. They drop meat, tails, fins, teeth, head, and of course an egg, which looks really cool. And here's what it looks like in the tank. For some reason they seem to like to swim backwards. I don't know. Anyway, now onto the index rewards, which have finally been added, and I've got to do another video when I get them, but I'm close. However, I have seen the USS Storm on a server, and it looks really cool. It has auto-aiming, auto-firing guns, and it's massive. And the bounce blade is the Timeless Tides Ocean Index reward, where that does 1,000 damage, and it bounces off the first creature that you hit to hit 2 more creatures nearby. I suppose another method for killing piranhas would be once you get the bounce blade, then you can sort of use that. So like if that's you, right, on the boat, you could just bring those piranhas to a bigger target, let's say a shark, and then just hit the shark. And then you would sort of deal with the problem pretty easily, I would say, hopefully. And I guess method 4 would be like instead of this boat, you have the the USS Storm with, you know, and you could just like ram into the piranhas and just let the autocannons just blow them apart. This would look much better if I actually had the rewards. I've been trying so hard to collect them. I don't know why it's so hard, but yeah, there we go. But the index rewards also mean that the Mutation Boost is here in the Timeless Tides, meaning you should be able to catch more neon fish and therefore make more money here. So like my last update video, I tested to see if there was any difference with how much coins I made from Port Jackson and Smuggler's Bay if I had a backpack with 100 capacity. In my previous video, I made less from Smuggler's Bay in comparison with Port Jackson, which is unsurprising since fish here take up 2 slots in your backpack, meaning you sell less fish. But I did the test again, since that the Mutation Boost is here now, meaning I should make more coins, but the results were basically the same. Then it kind of occurred to me that this test is pretty stupid. It'd probably be better for me to do the test if I spent the same time on both islands. So I did the whole test again, spending 10 minutes on each island. The results were more even this time, so I think you will make somewhat the same amount of coins on both islands. Which is surprising, since the fish here in Timeless Tides take up 2 slots in your backpack, and I thought you would make less money here since you sell less fish, but no, it's basically the same. It might vary, but yeah, it's basically the same. Okay, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I fished every fish in Smuggler's Bay and Port Jackson. I made sure that they're all normal sized, normal, mutated fish, so they were just like, so that's like the variant. And of course you could see that I'm the same level as I have all the fish in my hand, so level's not affected here. So as you can see, the prices are all basically the same. There's a little variation. The bluefish tuna and the French grunt sell for the same. There's a mythic fish, Nassau grouper in Smuggler's Bay, which sells more but it'd be more rarer, and the stingray sort of evens that out, I would say. Obviously these fish would take up 2 slots in your backpack, but in the time it takes to sell one full backpack of Smuggler's Bay fish, it's like half the time in comparison with Port Jackson time. So you could basically sell the same fish, then fish again, and then in that same amount of time get the same amount of money that you would make in Port Jackson, so it's all evened out anyway. Oh, and yeah, here's the special fishing area fish for both islands, just out of curiosity. Anyway, as for the new stone cleaver axe, it costs 7,000 coins and it does 950 damage. With it you can kill a piranha with 2 hits, and an armoured shark with 4 hits. And finally, here is the new boat, the Steamsworn. It may be really expensive, but it can actually outrun the piranhas and is strong enough to withstand some damage, so it's very useful when piranha hunting. Shame it has no perks though, it's kind of just a really fast sailing boat, but oh well. Yeah, and that's about it for this update. Sorry for the wait, but I'm really looking forward to the next update. That one's, I'm seriously preparing for that one. If you didn't know, on the roadmap, well, they've released a roadmap about all the updates upcoming, and spoilers, but the next update is something called Seal the Deal, and this will introduce, as you can see, new special event, weather, replacing void storms in the Timeless Tides. That'll be so some sort of new storm will appear in the new map, and along with like new sea creatures, new rods, new boats, and mythic abandoned containers, which is cool, but void storms, let's go! It's about time. I mean, I think when this update will hit, a void storm will definitely appear. I think, hopefully, I'm speculating, but I can feel it. I can feel a void storm is going to appear in the main map, and whatever this new storm is will appear at the same time in the new map. So I would seriously suggest preparing for that. That will definitely I'm almost sure that a void storm is happening. So there's that. I'll see you whenever this thing drops. I've got to prepare. See ya.